What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Road to Glory. We have got some changes today. I'm going to be doing tomorrow's episode a bit live because I want to give another quick account overview, and I want to do a little bit more live, man, because I'm playing so much FIFA at the moment that even now the footage that you're seeing is way behind. Does that make sense? It's way behind. So I want to catch up real quick. What you see on the screen right now is the draft that I did in Draft to Glory. As promised, all we're going to see from the draft is where I finished and the rewards. It's going to kind of keep things a little bit quicker on there. And then there is a spreadsheet that tracks the profit. Now I actually got all right rewards there: Jumbo Premium Gold Pack and a Premium Gold Players Pack or whatever. But it was pretty good to me. Yet again, dudes, we get at right back Pereira, who went for a few thousand coins. Let me actually get this draft up so I can explain to you exactly how much we made off of this specific draft. If I go to draft 5, I believe that was. It wasn't. Maybe it was draft 4. See, that's how far I am behind. So Pereira was like a couple thousand coins. Wrong Pereira there, isn't it? That might be the wrong Pereira. Maybe it was draft 6. No. I can't remember. I can't remember what draft it was. I have two Pereiras. I got the right back Pereira that I used in SBC. Yeah, so that Pereira I still have. I didn't have him. I didn't sell him, and he's worth about 1,500 coins. Boom. So yeah, we got Pereira, who was worth a bit. Bertrand was worth a bit. Dejan Lovren we got here. It's worth a bit. We stored a lot of stuff, and with the consumables that we picked up and the players that we picked up, even though we lost in the final of this draft, we still made 2,791 coins profit. Not crazy. But that's just solid profit, which obviously I'm very happy with. On top of that, dudes, we went and did the marquee matchups. All 4 of them done. I only had to spend a few thousand coins to complete them because I had most of the players in the club. In terms of sale value of some of the players, they're actually worth, I probably could have sold it for about 30 to 40,000 altogether. No, maybe not that much, maybe 20 to 30,000, but obviously I wanted to complete the marquee matchups, and you can see here a lot of stuff on the transfer list is selling. A lot of bronze players are selling for a lot of coins right now, so bronze pack method is really efficient, really effective, which is obviously very, very nice. And in this video, we open our packs, we end up hitting something huge. By the way, Aurier, that we packed from the Draft to Glory a few days back, he's now worth 20,000 coins. When we packed him, he was worth 8k. He's bombed up in price with Weekend League coming. Everyone's getting their teams ready. And yeah, he went up massively in price, which obviously I'm very happy with. Another whole bunch of items that we get to store to the club from marquee matchups. We'll be able to make some money back off of those or use some of those at one stage or another. We get a Jumbo Gold Pack as well, guys. In the Jumbo Gold Pack, unfortunately, not too much in there. Guerrero was in there. He's worth about 1,500 coins, so that's not too bad. And then just a whole bunch more players, guys, that we get to store in the club for SBCs or to sell when they're worth something. You know, I'm at a weird point with the account where I actually have a lot of stuff like this. I've got over 1,000 players now. I could discard a lot of it, but I don't want to. Into our rare gold pack, guys, we get a special card. I saw the white flash, so I knew it was a ones to watch. Was it going to be a good ones to watch? It's French. It's a centre mid. It's Tolisso. It was indeed an incredible one to watch card. Very, very happy with that indeed. He went for, at the time of packing him, 100,000 coins. Right now, I believe he's down to about 85,000 coins or so. Bear in mind, I'm on PlayStation this year, so the prices will differ a little bit to Xbox. Let's go and have a look at what he goes for. So on PlayStation, he's currently, he's back up. He's 92,000. But I'm going to hang on to him because his card is so good already, really well-rounded. We also get Dzeko in there, who's another board player. But yeah, his card's so well-rounded already that if/when he gets his first inform, he's going to become an immense card. So I will either use him or sell him then for 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 coins, and that will be amazing. So we held on to him for that. With that all being said, guys, we've got some comments from the comment section. The first one is from Brendan Clark. Says, Nep, is there a reason you don't have chem styles on your players at the moment? The reason why I didn't have, and you'll actually see me add chem styles in today's video, the reason why I didn't have chem styles was because I wasn't dead set on the teams that I was using. You know, I was only using the teams I was using for squad battles. So I wanted to wait until I knew kind of where my final 11 for the two teams were going to be before I decided to buy and invest in chem styles. Funnily enough, I bought a lot of shadow cards and a couple of hunter cards in today's video for about 2 to 2.2k for the shadows and about 2.5k for the hunters. And then I sold one of the players in the current team and bought a different player and needed to apply a new shadow card. And the shadow cards had gone up to like 3.3, 3.4k. So I kind of wish I'd invested heavily in a whole bunch of shadow cards. Because I missed out a little bit, and that sucks. That does suck. But yeah, chem styles, they are important, especially on the low-end players. You know, they're less important on the beast players because those beast players have already got insane stats. But I'm definitely close to being in a position where we're going to have 2 full teams with 2 sets of chem styles, and that will be what we use for the first weekend league. Of course, currently recording this video is Tuesday. We've got until Friday to get that done, and then we'll be there from there. So my squad battles rewards, guys, of course I got 2 mega packs and some coins, which was nice. It put me up to almost 150,000 coins. Sadly, as you'll see from the packs, my mega pack rewards weren't the best. The threshold to get up to top 100 now is considerably more difficult than it was the last couple of weeks. I don't think I'll ever be able to make top 100 whilst playing FUT Champs and not giving squad battles my all. So I think the aim going forwards is going to be going for Elite 2 or Elite 1, playing all the games Monday through Friday, and then playing whatever games necessary Saturday and Sunday to make sure I get to that Elite 1 or Elite 2 threshold, unless I'm in such a really strong position on Friday after those 4 games. If I'm in the top 100 then I'll consider grinding it out to try and stay top 100. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to go much past Elite 1 for squad battles, which is great, right? Because it's 40,000 coins a week. It's 2 mega packs a week, and it comes on a Monday. So, you know, squad battles rewards Monday, Road to Glory, FUT Champs rewards Thursday. Can't complain about that at all. Sem Art says, when can we get the highest rated icons? Do we have only one time to get them, or will they come in packs or SBCs? So, I don't know when they will come. I would assume Thursday, because there are prime icons. Unless they're going to do 2 or 3 at once, there are 40 icons in the game, which means there are 40 prime icons to come. And if they do 1 per week, by the time they get to 30, 31, 32, people are going to be so over it. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if they choose Thierry Henry as the last one. So that means we're going to get prime icon Henry in week 40. And if we get him in week 40, there's only like 10 weeks of the game left, or probably only about 4 weeks, 5 weeks of the game left before the game fully dies. And that will be useless. So I don't know how often they're going to do it. I know it's set for Thursdays, but I just don't know if they're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 at most, you know. From what I understand, they're being packs and SBCs. They will be in packs for 1 week. So if this Thursday coming, it's R9 Ronaldo, he will be in packs from Thursday to Thursday. And that's it. So they will be on the market. Then there will be an SBC. Now, the SBC will be difficult to complete, no question about it. There are still questions to be asked. And question number 1 is, will the SBCs be tradable or untradeable? I personally think they will be untradeable because all SBC players have been untradeable to date. The second question is, will those SBCs be there for the 1 week, or will they be there like the League SBCs forever? And I hope they're there forever. I hope, you know, R9 Ronaldo comes out and then boom, he's just sat there for the rest of the game. Much like this Quaresma and Gignac, much like those are just sat there. I hope the prime SBC icons are also there for the rest of the game. Because otherwise, let's say it is our R9 Ronaldo this week. Thursday's going to roll around and nobody's going to be able to afford to do the SBC because nobody's got the players. So that means B, once he's out of packs, that's it. Whoever packed him, those are the only ones in the game. And that's just stupid in my opinion. So I hope EA are going to be smart about it and they're going to leave the icons there for the whole of the game. Or maybe not the whole of the game, but maybe a month or 2 months or 3 months or 6 months, you know. Hopefully just not 1 week, because 1 week would be bad. It would suck. I'm not going to lie, it would suck. Next comment is from Will Evans. Says, hey Nep, I was just wondering if you thought that it would be worth investing players that would be important for the League SBCs. For example, the Toulouse players in League 1 SBC were really expensive and they're doing League SBCs again this year, so do you think it's worth investing? Thanks. It's a double-edged sword, dude. Choice number 1 is, yeah, go and invest in the players. But that comes with some pros, some cons. Number 1, if you do invest in the right players and they go up, you obviously make a crap ton of money. But off the back of that, how long do you have to wait? Let's say you invest in the French League and the French League SBC isn't released for another 5 months, you've now got players that you invested in sitting there doing nothing for 5 months. And that is a waste. You're better off investing in something a bit more short term. Number 2, you may invest in these. Everybody else may invest in these. And what happens is, what normally happens in these sort of scenarios is everybody at the same time dumps it and the prices actually go down. Because so many people have invested in and hoarded these cards, they're all trying to get their profit, so they're all undercutting each other. And before you know it, the prices are the same or less than what you paid for them for an investment. The third issue is, there are block sections in these teams right now. So, for example, I think Galatasaray's right wing is blocked out. So you only need 10 Galatasaray players. So you might invest in a certain position, a certain nation from a certain team, and you might end up getting screwed by EA because they put a block or 2 blocks or 3 blocks in the team, and it just completely negates the amount of profit that you make. So it's very, for me personally, it's risky to invest in that. More risky than last year is what I'd say. There was another message about investing or trading rather, and it's from a V Roik. He says, "Hey Nepo, would you do trading? Because it's early in the game and prices are really high. You should try making some coins on trading. Try with buying players before team of the week and sniping low-rated OP players." I mean, I appreciate you are trying to help. I understand how trading works. I've been playing this game since it began. I'm not new to understanding or appreciating what trading is. With that being said, there are so many ways to make coins right now that because I play so many games, I like the way I make coins right now. And the way I make coins is like this. First of all, I do bronze pack method, which is just an infinite pool of coins for nothing. You know, I've already made a lot of profit on bronze pack method. Bronze players are always sellable, more so this year because of daily challenges and the amount of SBCs that we've got coming out. So that's one way to make coins. Number 2 is just buying players through and selling through hype. For example, last year I made a lot of coins on one-to-watches because I'd buy them just before they started to play or as they scored. You know, I think I made a lot of profit on, I can't remember who it was last year, Depay. I literally bought him for 50k. He scored for Lyon. He went up to 80k. I sold him. I just made 30k just like that. It's also very easy to make profit by bin sniping. You know, finding a player, say Juan Mata I just sold for 8.5k. You could quite easily go and bin snipe Juan Mata for 7.4, 7.5k, sell him for 8.5k, make a few hundred profit, bits of profit there. And then there's long-term investing, like you say, buying players before team of the week, waiting until they're no longer in packs. When they go out of packs, their price naturally rises, selling them off for a profit. There's a lot of ways to make coins, but in terms of would I do trading, this whole series is trading. You know, I trade all the time. I trade my time and I trade my understanding of the game as a way to make coins. I don't necessarily trade in the traditional sense of let me buy 10 of this player and then sell 10 of that player. I trade in the sense of, I went and bought X player. The next week he was in a marquee matchup, so I sold him for double the price. That's how I trade. And I like doing that more, and especially with the bronze pack method and the fact that I've got so many players in the club already, I will make so much profit from just trading like that. Now, we've got a new team here, guys. You can see the team. Luke Shaw, Smalling, Keane, Aurier, of course. I went and bought Bakayoko there for 22.5k. Renato Sanchez was purchased. Raheem Sterling was purchased. Heung-min Son was purchased. And Musa was purchased. And as of recording this video, not when I bought these players, they have all gone up massively in price. I'm so close to selling them and using a worse team because I feel like I can make so much coins off of them. For example, I bought Ander Herrera for 17.75 and I could sell him right now for 27k. I bought Musa for 9k, I could sell him for 12k. I bought Son for 22k, I could sell him for 30k. Like, there's a lot of profit in there. Now, in terms of shadows as well, guys, you can see here I bought 7 shadow cards. I bought them all for 2.2k. And I bought a couple of Hunter cards as well. Just showing you here the going price as I bought them. And I also bought a couple of Hunter cards and I applied all of them to all of the players. You'll see me applying the cards to them right now. As I said, as I answered a comment earlier, it was time now to add the Chem Stars because what we're going to also be doing today is going into the daily knockout tournament to qualify for Foot Champs, of course. So that has to be done before Foot Champs starts. Romo Fam says, Nep, How do you think the market between Xbox and PlayStation will differ? Yesterday, PS4 market had 4.5 million items, while Xbox had 1.5 million items. So it's weird. Last year, so there's more items on PlayStation because there's more players on PlayStation, right? That's just a fact. More people play the game, more packs are open, more items are on the market. In terms of player prices, it's weird because some player prices are more expensive on PlayStation and some are more expensive on Xbox. And it hasn't really been like this before. Traditionally, PlayStation was always far more expensive than Xbox. But this year, it seems to have changed dramatically. Icons most notably, for example, if I take Henri, who obviously is somebody I'm watching a lot because I want to purchase him, the 87 Henri is 1 million coins on PlayStation and 1.3 million coins on Xbox. So they are far cheaper on one console compared to another. And if we take as well, for example, let's go and get another, let me just take a random one, Nesta. Nesta, however, is more expensive on PlayStation than he is on Xbox. Nesta is 480 on PlayStation and 440 on Xbox. So I don't know how the markets will differ, but they're within each other quite well. Like, of the players that I've got in my team right now, Chris Smalling, we'll take as an example. He's 8.3k on PlayStation, 7k on Xbox. That's reasonably enough the same. You know, they're 1,000 or so coins different. If we take Keane as well. Keane, by the way, is so cheap and so good. Keane is 3.9 on PlayStation and 3.5 on Xbox. So they're, again, essentially the same price. If we have a look at Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son is... He is 26.5k. Oh, that's a low bin. 27.5k on PlayStation and 25.5k on Xbox. Again, just 2k different. Not that much. So as we go into the daily knockout tournament, guys, obviously for winning this, you get an Electron Players Pack and some coins. I wanted to win immediately. You know, I didn't want to have to worry about trying to qualify for FUT Champs through the week, because I want to figure out how the hell to defend in this game, because I'm struggling a lot right now. My defense is really bad. My overall defense is quite good. My issue is people running at me in a straight line. When somebody runs at me in a dead straight line, I can't defend it, and I don't know how to. So I need to figure that out this week. So I'm going to be playing a lot of online divisions this week, really trying to grind and learn defending. And let this be known, I will take a lot of losses whilst trying to figure out how to defend. I will also most likely take a lot of losses in week 1 of the weekend league. I think we got 23 wins week 1 last year, which was obviously very nice. I think that finished us gold 2 last year, and that was the first time that we finished gold 2, and then we always got gold 1 or better after that. I don't expect that much out of myself this time. I would go for a flat 50-50 rate. I kind of expect 20 wins out of myself this weekend league coming, and I'd be happy with that. Like beforehand, I'm saying I'll be happy with 20 wins, because I know that I'm still getting to grips with this game, and the amount of effort I put into squad battles has really differed the way I'm playing online. And that's one issue that people are finding a lot, is that those that are putting a lot of time and energy into squad battles, their online gameplay is suffering, because you have to completely adapt your playstyle online to offline. So beforehand, I know I'll be happy with 20 wins. I know that during playing those games, I'll get angry, frustrated and agitated with the game, because it bugs me and I hate to lose. But I'm saying to you guys, you know, a week before, if I get 20 wins this weekend, that for me would be a successful weekend. It'll be gold 3, hopefully still auto qualification. It'll be a good spot to keep us in for Elite 3 for the month, which is where I'll be going for. And it'll really help kind of prepare us for how weekend league's going to be. It'll allow me to see what faults I've got, where I can improve, where the team is lacking, and how I can improve on the team too. And that's the aim for me, I guess, over this weekend. Nomi Kiffy says, "Hey Nep, do you think the inform should get weak foot and skill move upgrades? For example, if a weak foot, 3-star weak foot player scores a hat trick and 2 of the goals with his weak foot, the inform card, only that card of the player gets a 4-star weak foot." Yeah, I mean, you carry on to explain a few more things. I absolutely agree, and I spoke about this last year. I think they should have done this last year. One thing that is promising is that this year, which didn't happen last year, composure increases with informs. And that was a problem last year, because there was a few players, for example, that Tio guy, let me find him, hold on. Nation Poland. Let me go and find the Polish informed striker. what's it? So Teodorzik, I apologise if I pronounced the name wrong. His composure is 42. And of course, we now understand what composure does and how it works. So even though he was a team of the season card with insane stats, because he only had 42 composure, he was bad when put under pressure. This year, they upgrade that with inform. So by the time he got to his team of the season card, he might have had 70 or 80 composure, and it would have made him a monster. So EA are looking at that, taking on board the things that could potentially change. And I do agree. I think it would be amazing to see players have skill moves and weak foot upgraded just for informs. I think it would be very, very good. So yeah, I would love to see that. We've got another comment there from Hugo Son. Says, hey, Nev, do you think if I had my goalkeeper on every pen, corner, free kick and my squad gets chosen for squad battles, the goalkeeper will still take the set pieces against the opponent? I don't know. And I think that is a great question to ask. So I say to you guys, when you play squad battles, maybe watch out for that. Maybe have a look at who takes the set pieces, because it will be very, very interesting to come up against somebody whose goalkeeper is taking all their set pieces. That is a very, very valid question, dude. It'll be hard to find it out, because who really wants to set their goalkeeper to take all their set pieces? We're going to have to wait until it happens or doesn't happen, basically. That's the bottom line. And last but not least, Felipe Arujo says, Nep, I would like to warn you of something. Last year you got tired of FUT Champs, so I don't think it's a good idea to play squad battles on the weekend. I know the rewards help a lot and it's offline, so not as stressful, but still, I would rather have you playing fewer games than a lot in the beginning and losing interest throughout the year. Anyway, I don't want to tell you how to run your series, just trying to make a point. Much love from Portugal. And that had a lot of thumbs up, so I will address it. I do understand where you're coming from, but I think you're mistaken as to why I got bored of FIFA. I didn't get bored of FIFA because I played too many games. In fact, I loved playing that many games. I loved the fact that I was playing so many games. I was getting a lot of content. I was really enjoying FIFA. I was getting players to 1,000 games, 500 goals. I loved that. FIFA got boring for me when I had nothing more to play for. That's when it got boring. But with icons this year, and how I know I'm not going to be able to achieve a team I want, there is always going to be something to play for. I didn't stop playing FUT Champs because of I got bored of FIFA. Like I say, it was, and the biggest problem was the rewards in FUT Champs. That was what really let me and a lot of other people down. The issue, as I say, it was like I could do really, really well in FUT Champs, and then I would get a best of pack, and that best of pack just wasn't worth it. So it became time spent versus rewards just didn't match up anymore, because you were making minimal coins for maximum effort, whereas during the first 8 months, 9 months of the year, you was making maximum coins for maximum effort. And if it wanes and, you know, the maximum effort versus coins goes down a little bit, I'll still play, but eventually it will hit a point where, again, maximum effort versus minimal rewards just won't be worth it. And that's, again, when I'll stop. And that will have no bearing on how much offline FUT Champs I play. None at all. So I do see your point. I just think you've looked at it from the wrong angle and understood incorrectly why I stopped playing FUT Champs last year. And like I said, I didn't stop playing FUT Champs last year because I got bored of FIFA. I stopped playing FUT Champs last year because spending my entire weekend for 30 to 40,000 coins just wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at right there. But I appreciate what you're trying to say. So we're towards the end of the video now, guys. We qualified for FUT Champs, which was great. We end up getting ourselves a couple of tasks completed. We get a few more transfers, a few more items have sold, which is obviously great. A few of the healing cards and Rigoni there sold. So I will be continuing to get rid of all the consumables I've got in the club over the time. I don't necessarily want to hold on to consumables this year. I want to sell them as I go. We get ourselves a silver gift pack. I think, if memory serves, this was a really good gift pack and had 3 players in it. If I remember correctly, there might be a different one. No, 1. But we get a player, a contract, a fitness card, and a pace card. That is still a really good fitness pack. And then we get a premium Electron players pack, guys. Obviously, you only get 1 shiny in this. So you just got to hope that it's a gold shiny and not a silver shiny. We did get a gold shiny. It was the first icon that we packed. Olivier Giroud, first owner. And I'm very tempted to put him up front in my Squad Battles Premier League team so that we can start banging in goals with Giroud in Squad Battles and try and get him to 100 goals minimum. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.